Hello my friends, it's Hannah Eve and you're watching Eve Believe Beauty. Today I have a nail tutorial for you, obviously, because you see my nails here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am crazy obsessed with the Hunger Games and Catching Fire and all that. The books, the movies, everything. I'm like a crazy fan. Don't judge me. So I decided to do a Catching Fire nail tutorial for you guys. I tested it out on a few fingers. So I tested it out on this finger right here because unfortunately my poor nails, like one broke, this one broke, and I had to cut them all off. So this is the design. I did it on two other bigger nail, whatever, swatch sticks for you guys, so you guys can see what it might look like on a longer nail. But this is the design, so pretty much it's kind of like inspired by District 12 and the flames and burning coal and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I was going for. Yeah, let's get into what you guys will need for this tutorial. Okay guys, so what you will need, as always, you'll need a base coat and a top coat. These are pretty much my normal ones right now. This is the Nail Tech 2 for soft and peeling nails, because I've got soft and peeling nails. And then Sage Vite, which I pretty much use in every tutorial because it's my favorite top coat. You need a black polish. I use this one by OPI. This is Black Onyx. I would not recommend this one just because, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but like, do you see how scratched up and gross my nails are? So I painted them black yesterday because I knew I was going to be doing this tutorial, and they literally took all day to dry. I didn't want to put like Sage Vite or anything on top because I didn't want it to be too thick or anything. So yeah, I'm kind of angry with this polish. So I mean, this one by Wet n Wild works really well too, and it doesn't have that horrible drying problem, like takes forever to dry problem, but this is what I use. So if you're like, oh ew Hannah, that's like really gross, that's why. So yeah, I use that. And then for this tutorial I'm using 4 of the new CoverGirl Gloss Teenies. Now you don't need to use these polishes. I just thought it would be kind of fun and cute because these are for like the Catching Fire collection for CoverGirl. So that's why I used these. And I used, where are the names of these? On the back. So this yellow one right here is called Sulphur Blaze. I use this reddish orangey one, and this one is called Inferno. Pretty, right? This purpley one, and this is called Violet Flicker. And then this black and gold one, which is called Black Heat. Black Heat. So yeah, that's what I use, but like I said, you guys can use any polishes that you want like that. Don't have to like use the Catching Fire specific ones. You'll also need some, you know, nail polish remover or any kind you want. You'll need some masking tape. Or any other kind of, maybe painter's tape will work just fine, but some tape. I'm using this little tin here to put nail polish in because we're going to do some sponging. You'll of course need sponges to do the sponging. So I've just got two kinds here, but you guys can pretty much use whatever you want. You can even use a kitchen sponge if you want. I've just got like a little makeup sponge here, and then this is a kind of a foamy one. I don't know, this one came with like a China Glaze Ombre collection thing. Some tweezers. These are kind of optional, but they're helpful. You'll need an X-Acto knife, and you really need to be careful with this, guys, especially for my younger viewers. Be careful and have adult supervision, because that can be very bad. And some scissors. And I think that that's just about it. Yeah, that's all you'll need. So I will jump right back in with the tutorial. Okay guys, so the first step after painting your nails black and using your base coat, which I kind of should have mentioned there, you're going to need to cut out some flame shapes. So what I've done is I've just like put a piece of the masking tape down on my desk, and I apologize because my desk is all disgusting. Sorry. So I put a piece of tape down on my desk, and we're just going to use our X-Acto knife and just very carefully cut out some flame shapes. And try and match them up to the size of your nail. You guys can see I've already cut out a few of these. Okay, so I just cut one out right there. I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but we're just going to take our tweezers here, kind of lift the edge up a little bit. Okay, so get a hold with your tweezers and start pulling this up. Be very careful not to rip it. And then once you get to like this point right here, you can just kind of pull softly though, and it'll start to detach. Okay, so this is the little flame shape we just cut out. And now what we're going to do with it is we're going to pick a nail. I'm just going to use this one right here. I'm going to line it up at the top of the nail and press it down. Now the nice thing about using masking tape is you don't really have to like de-stickify it on the back of your hand like you would normal tape. Here, I'm going to pick it up a little bit and move it a little bit. I don't like the way that looks. So move it a little bit like that. And this is what we have so far. Okay, so I'm going to come back to you with the ombre step. Okay guys, so what I have done is I have taken my sponge and I've kind of matched it up a little bit with the size of my nail. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. Just kind of matched it up and used the scissors to cut it to the size that I wanted. And now what we're going to do is I have all my polishes right here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to doing this like backwards, so what's on the bottom of the screen for you is on the top of the screen for me. So here's my polishes. I am going to open them all up and leave them open. And I'm also doing this in an ombre from light to dark, just so you know. So the first one that I'm using is Black Heat. The next one is Violet Flicker. Then the third one is Inferno. And the very last one is Sulfur Blaze. So now what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of each color and dot it into our little tin thing here. You can use a paper plate or whatever you want. Just put a dot of each right next to each other and make sure they're touching, but be careful not to get the nail polish from the wrong color stuck on the brush. So that's kind of what we have, just like a little rainbow thing. Now we're going to take our sponge, dip it into the colors. So this is what we have. And now we're going to kind of roll, pat and roll onto the nail. Okay, so this is the first coat. Very sheer, kind of. But since I don't want the tape to get too stuck, we're going to kind of break the rules, and we're not going to let it dry completely. And we're going to do another quick coat. But this one I want to be a little bit thicker so that we're not pulling off any of the black. Because usually when you sponge, if you don't wait for it to dry, then you're going to pull off some of the bottom color. So we're going to pick up that color and kind of pat it on. And I like the opacity of this, but at the very, very tip, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, at the very, very tip of these flames, I want the yellow to be more intensified, because that's like, I think, the best color for the flames. So I'm just going to kind of like scrape off the brush on this yellow one, and just at the very tips, I'm just going to really intensify that color. Now this is an optional step. This is just if you really want to fix that. So this is what we have. Now we're going to take our little tweezers, and you want to do this fairly quickly. You don't want this polish to dry with the tape on it because it'll leave a funky line, and you're just going to pull this off. So underneath we now have like a flame design. Pretty cool, huh? And don't worry about the cuticles yet, and don't worry that it's kind of a little bit dull on the nail. After we clean up the edges and put some top coat on, it'll be gorgeous. So I'm just going to finish the flame designs on the rest of the nails, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I forgot to mention really quick, on the accent nail, I decided that I wanted to do the opposite. So for this one, the flames are going to be coming down on the nail instead of these ones, which are coming up. So I just thought I would show you that really quick. That's what we're doing on the accent nail, and I will be back for the final steps. Okay guys, so I'm back. I cleaned up my cuticles. This is what it looks like right now. So I did just want to mention really quick, after you put on your top coat, make sure you put on some cuticle oil or some something that can moisturize your nails. I'm just using this one by Nail Tech. But yeah, afterwards, make sure you do that. I'm not going to film that just because it gets kind of crazy and messy. So the final step is, of course, top coat, and I probably don't need to film this step. You guys know how to use top coat probably. But yeah, make sure you use something with a little bit of a softer brush, because these glitters can tend to like smear a little bit. That's kind of why I'm using Sage Vite. So it's a really, really good top coat, but it has a soft brush too. And make sure you cap the tip, because Sage Vite can tend to shrink your nail polish a little bit. So pretty much, guys, this is the final step, the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I would love, if you guys do this design, please send me pictures on Facebook or Twitter or something. I would love to see you guys recreate this design. And yeah, let me know what you think. And also, if you're going to go see the movie on Friday, I am so stoked to go see it. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!